And welcome back. We're live in the kitchen of Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One. And our guest this morning might look a little familiar. That's because it's Carol Kellum, our general manager of the station. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning.
I hear you're a really good cook, so I've been begging you to come on our morning show and actually teach us something really simple because we all know I don't know how to cook.
Exactly. I like if it's easy.
Yes.
You know, time is always an issue, so if it's easy, it's best.
Exactly. And the good thing about this is we only have about 4 ingredients and no cleanup afterwards.
Exactly. I like this meal because it's easy. It doesn't take a lot of time. It tastes great, and the presentation at the end is beautiful.
Okay.
It's all about presentation.
So this is something that we could go ahead and make for dinner really quickly, or even if we just have some unexpected guests come in and we can do a little appetizer for them.
Exactly.
So go ahead and explain what we're doing today.
Okay. We have a fillet of salmon here.
Okay.
It's wild salmon. I like it a little better because it's less fatty than the farm raised.
Okay.
I bought a fillet. I heated the pan here in the oven at about 350 just to warm it up.
Okay.
Very simple. Put a little aluminum foil on the pan. That's what you're going to wrap it up in. First, we're going to go ahead and put the pesto with the basil, and we're going to layer it over the salmon. So Megan, if you could just give it a good coat.
I'd like to say first, I've never seen measurements on a spatula before.
It's a pretty nice spatula.
Just thought I'd point that out.
And some people make this homemade, and that's great. It's fabulous. It tastes delicious, but you can buy it in the store.
Which is great for us.
Exactly, exactly. So you're doing a great job. Now after this, Ella, you're going to go ahead and just layer it with tomatoes on top. Roma tomatoes, they're less juicy.
Okay.
And it always seems to
See,
help with.
she leaves the easy stuff for me because we know that I don't mix well in the kitchen.
You're doing a good job.
Well, you spread
You
that
might want to
pesto.
put them together more. Look how many tomatoes we have to put on
That's
this.
okay. That's okay. That means I can just go ahead and eat the leftovers while we're waiting for this to bake.
You eat tomatoes?
Yes, with salt on them, it's delicious.
Oh.
You've never had it?
Well, yeah, I have. I'm just surprised you eat tomatoes.
I know, it's healthy, right?
And then after this is done, all you do is put a little cracked pepper on it.
Okay.
So Megan,
my
if you
job.
could crack a little pepper.
Look at this little
Just-
fancy shaker we
yeah.
have right here.
Oh, this is beautiful. Pull it
Pull
off.
this out.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Flip it upside down.
Got it.
Just adds a little more flavor to it. I'd throw cracked pepper on most everything.
Perfect.
So you can see it's extremely easy.
Yeah. Well, what if somebody doesn't like pesto? Could we put something else on there?
I suppose you could. Whatever you want, Ella.
What else goes good with salmon?
Salmon, you know, we do salmon pretty often, and we do it very light. Salmon has such a great taste.
Okay.
So you don't need a lot. So sometimes we'll just throw salmon in with cracked pepper on it.
Oh.
And it's tasty. And what I like to serve with salmon is usually a little what am I trying to say? A little pasta. There we go.
Pasta.
A little pasta. You know, maybe toss it with a little olive oil, a little garlic, or makes this great side dish. And one thing I like about this meal too is I can prepare it and then wait for guests. So I could get to this point, wrap it up, put it in the fridge.
Mingle with your guests.
Exactly.
You're not slaving in the kitchen.
Exactly. And while this is cooking, I boil my pasta. It's so simple.
Okay.
Now what we need to do is grab the next piece of aluminum foil, and what we're going to do is just kind of seal this up.
Like this?
Yep.
All right.
And you're going to seal each side pretty well.
Okay.
You're going to just roll it in.
Megan, come on, get to work.
Well, I was letting you handle that.
No.
I cracked the pepper. I thought that was my job.
If you want to have a piece of this, you're gonna have to put in the work too.
I don't know.
See,
Great.
my deal is somebody cooks for me and then
You
I do the
didn't,
dishes. Sorry.
seal that very well.
So Megan, how about you go ahead and do the rest of this, so that way when it's done, I'll clean up because all I really have to do is just throw away the foil.
That's true.
So
a good point. Great meal to clean up
exactly.
after.
So then, what do we have to do after this?
You're going to pop it in the oven, a 450 oven.
Okay.
For 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, not long at all.
And that's a great time to get your pasta ready.
Okay.
And maybe toss your salad together. And again, simple. You can do it while you're mingling with your guests, and it's wonderful.
Perfect. So while we put this into our oven in the magic of TV, it's going to be 15 minutes. Not really. It's only going to be about 2 minutes. But while we do that, we're going to go ahead and toss it to James in Ottumwa to see what's happening tonight on KTVO 3.2 at 6:30. Good morning, James. And welcome back. So we have our final product. It's been about 20 minutes since we've been baking it.
Yes.
So this is the famous Carol Kellum's salmon with pesto and tomatoes. And all we did was put some pesto on it.
Yeah, exactly. Took a fillet of salmon, layered some pesto on it, put some sliced Roma tomatoes on, a little cracked pepper, wrapped it up in foil, and baked it at a 450 oven for about 15-20 minutes.
All right.
And it looks perfect.
And since I physically did not make this one, I'm going to try it because I know that it is safe. So, Megan, do you want to
Yeah,
go ahead and
please.
dig in with me?
Sure.
We were kind of worried about having salmon early in the morning, but
We've been up for a while.
this is my
Kind
dinner.
of like lunchtime.
So,
And again, pasta goes great with this meal.
Oh my
Any way
goodness.
you want to toss a
this
pasta
is really
with a
delicious.
little bit of olive oil, or I like
is
bruschetta
good.
pasta with it, and a little salad.
I'm going to go for second, sorry.
You go right ahead.
I haven't had dinner yet.
Again, easy. You
It
can
is.
prepare it before your guests arrive and
Perfect. Yeah.
bake it.
The main
well.
thing, it's simple.
Exactly.
So if you're interested in making this for your guest at home, we will be posting this recipe on our website after 9 a.m. today, so make sure you go ahead and check that. Other than that, we are done for the show. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I'm Ella Soroka.
And I'm Megan Wise.
Your news will continue tonight with KTVO News at 5, but you can check us out anytime at heartlineconnection.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We hope you have a great weekend.
And we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 6 a.m. Go ahead, dig in.